So welcome to today's show. We have some amazing guests coming to you live from Chelsea. These are some wonderful community enhancement team members that we have today. They're local to Chelsea. My name is Monica Elias. I'm a Chelsea resident and I work with the neighborhood developers. And today we're going to be interviewing a couple of CET community enhancement team members today. As well, we're going to be translating in Spanish, summarizing in Spanish. We'll be doing the translation for you guys tonight. So, buenas tardes, mi nombre es Mónica Elías. Vamos a traducir en español, no palabra por palabra, pero lo que estamos hablando vamos a traducirlo en español, en sumería, para que ustedes entiendan. Y esta noche tenemos a dos miembros aquí de la comunidad, que es un grupo que se llama Community Enhancement Team, que es un grupo de residentes en Chelsea. So vamos a comenzar con ellos, vamos a hablar con ellos del grupo. So tonight we have two members, and I'll have you guys introduce yourselves. So your name, I'm going to say that in Spanish as well after, and I'll ask you guys to go. But your name, how long you've lived in Chelsea, and how long you've been a member. So hoy le estoy preguntando qué es su nombre, cuántos años han vivido en Chelsea y cuántos años están involucrados en este grupo de residentes. So Terry, you want to start us?
Sure. My name's Terry, and I'm originally from Efford. I'm a long-time resident in Chelsea. I live on Marlborough Street, and I'm a member of the CET group.
And how long have you been a member?
Oh gosh, 49 years. I've been here in Chelsea a long time.
So su nombre hoy es Terry. Ella vive en la calle Marlborough y ha vivido en Chelsea 49 años y ha estado parte de este grupo por un largo tiempo. So, Alex?
Yeah, it's Alexander Floyd Vargas. I've been here for about, going on 21 years. I'm also a Chelsea Disability Commissioner, and I think I've been a member for maybe 1.5, something like that.
Okay, so esta noche su nombre es Alex. Ha vivido aquí en Chelsea 21 años. Es parte de la comisión de la disabilidad aquí en Chelsea, del grupo de Chelsea, y ha sido un miembro de este grupo CET por 1 año y medio. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for introducing yourselves. My first question to you guys tonight is, what is CET? What is the Community Enhancement Team, and how did that start? And let me translate, and then Terry, I know this question is directed to you. So la pregunta para Terry este día es, ¿qué es este grupo de CET, el Community Enhancement Team? ¿Y cómo fue creado y quién son los miembros? So how was this created and who are the members?
Okay, I'm a long-time member. I've been 15 years plus in this group. We originated from the neighborhood developers, which their staff has helped the community in a lot of different groups. So we've had people from there organize this my CET group. It originated like over a long time. I would say 20 years now. And we still have some members in the group still left. There's Inio Lopez, there's Judy Dyer, and there is, I forgot his first name, Sandoval? Mike.
Yep.
Mike Sandoval, oh my God. And we originated, with the help of T&D and staff from there, we formed a group many years ago. We got together, and it's a group of people in the neighborhoods that had concerns about their neighborhood and wanted to form a group and get together and help Chelsea be a better place to live. That's actually how we originated. We got together and cleaned the streets. We had different events. We started out, which I can remember going way back. I don't know if anybody out there knows the blue recycle buckets, but a small group of Mike's Sandoval and Enio Lopez and I and a couple of others got together and brainstormed this idea of how is people going to recycle in the neighborhood. So we got together and we're going to say, how can we get them to stop throwing everything in the trash and not have a separate container for the recyclables. So we got together and we came up with, from City Hall, with the help of City Hall, these blue buckets that they had already. So to promote these blue buckets, we went door to door in all the neighborhoods and we talked to the residents and we educated the residents on the different ways to recycle, to throw away the recycled instead of just putting everything in the trash. So little by little, we went street by street, we picked up the buckets and we distributed them throughout the neighborhood, and it started out like 20% of people in the neighborhood recycling to now it's different, but there was, I would say 60%, 70%. That's how we started with the recycle. They were the blue buckets. And now eventually they came with the regular buckets that they have now for recycling.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Terry. So lo que estaba diciendo Terry del grupo, de cómo se formó, es más de, ella dice que 15 a 20 años ese grupo ha existido en la comunidad de Chelsea. De primero comenzó con vecinos de la vecindaria aquí en Chelsea y que se unieron con miembros que trabajan con TND, que es TND, aquí en Chelsea, que es una organización donde gente como el concejal Enio López, Judy Dyer, que es una miembro que ha vivido en Chelsea por un largo tiempo, Mike Sandoval, que también trabaja para la ciudad. Con ellos comenzaron este grupo. De primero era para promover la educación para reciclar. Ellos estaban diciendo, Terry está diciendo que hace años la ciudad de Chelsea, los residentes no reciclaban tanto y toda la basura ya a un solamente, ¿cómo se dice? Bucket. Y ahora, ellos hace 15, 20 años comenzaron con los pequeños, ¿cómo se dice? Buckets. Recipientes. Y ahora la ciudad, antes tenían como 20% que la gente reciclaba, y ahora hasta 60, 70 de la población de Chelsea reciclan. Así es como comenzaron. También eran residentes que querían mejorar el vecindario y limpiar. Ellos como grupo se unían a limpiar diferentes calles aquí en Chelsea. Ya llevan más que 15 años haciendo eso. Y Terry, con los demás que mencionamos, Enio, Mike y Judy, eran las personas que de verdad lanzaron este grupo y los originales del grupo. Y algunos todavía son muy activos en este grupo de Chelsea. Awesome. Thank you so much, Terry. It's wonderful work that CET has been done and the history really of how this group started. Está agradeciendo a Terry por todo el trabajo que ha hecho, pero también como este grupo comenzó y ella fue una de las miembros iniciales de este grupo. And that you're one of the initial members, so thank you so much. So I know now you guys are doing different things, and one thing that I hear a lot about is the cigarette butlers. So I know, Alex, do you mind sharing a little bit more information about these cigarette butlers? Y le estaba preguntando, ellos tienen diferentes programas y el grupo CET ha cambiado un poco, pero uno de los programas que ellos hacen son estas colillas de cigarrillo que ellos colectan, y hay unos tubitos en la ciudad que son azules y están en los poles de la ciudad, y le estoy preguntando a Alex si nos puede comentar y hablar más de este programa.
So wasn't it a combination of both the CET and the City of Chelsea? You found that company in Canada, but now you have the, as you said, the boxes. And what is it, TerraCycle? Recycles them. They take out all the chemicals from the factory manufactured cigarettes, take out the chemicals, break it down, and then it gets recycled into other plastics.
Yeah. So Alex está diciendo que el grupo, ese programa comenzó con la ciudad, que fue un programa que la ciudad fundó. Y el grupo ahora colecta esas cigarrillas, las colillas de cigarrillos, y hay cajitas en diferentes áreas de Chelsea donde pueden ver, y la mayoría están en Broadway. Y las personas las colectan, las ponen en esas cajitas, los miembros de CET las colectan y las mandan a una compañía que se llama TerraCycle. Y TerraCycle, la compañía, quebra estas colillas, les quitan el químico y el algodón que queda y todo lo demás se quebra abajo y hacen plástico de estos cigarrillos. Los reciclan y hacen plástico, y algunas cosas que Alex no mencionó, pero hacen como gafas que personas usan. Todo ese plástico, una gafa, usan ese plástico para hacer eso. So one thing that I was saying in Spanish was that some of that plastic that are from the cigarette butts, they can make into like sunglasses and different items. Awesome. Alrighty. And then I know that you guys are famous for these sunflowers. Terry or Alex, do you mind telling us a little bit more information about that? Let me just say that in Spanish real quick. So he escuchado de este grupo CET que ellos tienen un jardín de girasoles maravillosos en Chelsea. So Terry o Alex, ¿nos pueden contar más sobre eso? Do you mind sharing more information on sunflowers?
Okay, where I live on Marlborough Street, it's at the end. It's at the end of Marlborough and Willow. It was an empty plot of land. This is going back about 5 or 6 years now, I believe, about 5 or 6 years. It's not that new, but anyway, the plot of land at the end was loaded with just shrubs, trash, you name it, they had it. So our group was brainstorming an idea to clean up that area and make something out of it. So we cleaned it up with the help of the city. The city helped a lot on this with the sunflower garden. We decided I had from my yard planted some flowers. So there's flowers in there, and there's trees from another neighbor. A couple of neighbors got involved too that are near that area and planted pretty spring trees, I believe, too. And we decided the basic thing was the sunflowers, to plant seeds. So actually Earth Day kicked it off. And do you want to
No,
say
I
that?
can.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
can do it. Okay.
I'll summarize. Yeah.
When we started, like this time, April, cleaned it up, planted the seeds, and watered them, and watered them, and watered them until they started growing. So the first year, it looked good. It looked really, really good. And we were having trouble with the watering. We would go and get buckets from my house, and Moy, she's another member, she would get, from her house and water by hand, water the flowers, until we said one time, just maybe last year, to install a hose. So this help with the city again, they installed the hose in the neighborhood garden that's right next to this flower garden. And that's how we came about doing the flower garden. And people should actually go there probably the end of like June, because that's when the flowers are starting to come up, and go and see it, because it's something to see when you're just going down the street and thinking of something else, and all of a sudden you're coming up to this, whoa, am I in the country? It's all flowers. So it was just another idea that everybody, the group, got together and decided to change that dirty, nasty parcel of land into flowers.
And Terry, can I ask you, what did you see there? What did that look like before this beautiful sunflowers?
It was all like a lot of trees and a lot of trash, and that was it. There was nothing attractive about it at all. So we just cleaned it all up, cut it all cut the grass and everything and planted the seeds. And now it looks really nice.
So is it mainly sunflowers, or is there more
There's a
items
few
there?
of lilies and mostly the sunflowers, and there's trees. There's a fir tree and there's spring trees that they bud in the spring. Yeah.
And so not only is it looking better, and it's better for nature, and it looks nicer. I mean, we're in the city, there's going to be concrete and bricks, but you can't have that everywhere. Plus, with trees, not only does that help nature, it actually brings the temperature down. Because if you have too much concrete and bricks, it just absorbs it and then radiates it back out. Whereas if you have, you know, dirt for flowers and growing food and other things, and trees and grass, it actually helps.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
much
not only with
fancy.
the environment, but bringing the temperature down.
Exactly, yes. So, Terry está comentando que el proyecto de las girasoles o el jardín que ellos tienen es ubicado en el final de la calle Marlborough en Chelsea, que es Marlborough y la calle Willow. So, allí al final pueden ver este jardín de girasoles que ese grupo ha armado, pero ya está diciendo que antes esta ubicación era algo muy diferente. Habían muchos árboles, las plantas malas estaban creciendo, estaban muy altas. So, ellos fueron a la ciudad de Chelsea y con el permiso de la ciudad ellos adoptaron este terreno que es público de la ciudad, y con permiso de la ciudad ellos transformaron esta área de tierra y ahora es este jardín de girasoles. So, algunas cosas que no menciono, pero porque sé el grupo, encontraron como machetes, encontraron donde personas duermen allí. So, era muy, muy diferente, y ahora este bello jardín de girasoles. Y ella está diciendo que comenzó hace 5 o 6 años este programa de los girasoles, del jardín, y la ciudad de Chelsea de verdad ha ayudado mucho a este grupo. Antes no había acceso a agua en esta área. So, los miembros de este grupo cargaban agua a este terreno donde ellos siembran sus girasoles. Y hay otros miembros como Moy, que ella que vive en esa misma calle, igual Terry vive en Marlborough, y ayudaban a traer agua de sus casas a este jardín. Pero hace un año ellos como grupo fueron a la ciudad de Chelsea y con apoyo de la ciudad les dieron acceso a agua más cerca. Terry agradece mucho a la ciudad de Chelsea por todo ese apoyo que les ha ofrecido. Y otra cosa que digo, que siempre en abril comienzan a sembrar las girasoles. Si quieren ver las girasoles, ella recomienda que vengan como en junio, porque ya están creciendo y ya en agosto están más grandes y más bellas. Y Alex estaba comentando que es bonito, le preguntó a Terry si había árboles o qué plantas plantaban allí. So Terry dijo que habían árboles de primavera y también girasoles. Y Alex estaba comentando que eso es bueno porque necesitamos más árboles en la ciudad de Chelsea, porque todo es concreto y eso atrae más calor. Y teniendo árboles en la ciudad, baja la temperatura en el ambiente. So lastly, you guys, how can people get involved with the community enhancement team? Do you guys have events coming up that you guys want to let people know? So lo que les estoy preguntando de último es cómo se pueden involucrar la gente, los residentes de Chelsea, a este grupo maravilloso de CET.
Well, we're not everybody's doing anything on Earth Day, but we are. We are actually tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, it's tomorrow. We're going to be cleaning up the flower garden, the ground. So if anybody's interested in doing that, and if you're concerned about your neighborhood, come join us. Don't be afraid. If you're concerned about your city, do something about it. Don't, say, oh, someone else is going to do it. Come and join the group and give your ideas and your opinions.
Awesome. And when do you guys have your meetings?
every third Wednesday. Every third Wednesday
At what time?
at 6 o'clock. Well, we're
Awesome.
right now it's on Zoom, so
That's good. So
yeah,
soon.
we're not meeting, so it's in Zoom now.
Right. So because of the pandemic, a lot of almost everything has to be done on the internet, and of course, thankfully, a lot of people have internet already included in their phone and their plan. Usually, I don't know how powerful it is, but
Yeah.
it's usually pretty good. But you guys have right? You have a Facebook page,
Yes.
Yeah.
and I don't
Right.
know who else they have to contact if they want
Yeah.
more information if they can't find the Facebook page.
And I'll give a little bit more information. And then in terms of, are you guys doing anything for Earth Day?
I'm busy with the house, so.
Yeah.
No, I'm getting out and helping with the.
Yeah, when's the
I'll
event
talk
for
to you that
CET?
tomorrow. Yeah.
All right. So, I'm going to translate some of the stuff in
Yeah.
Spanish. So, les pregunté cómo se podía involucrar la gente, los residentes de Chelsea. So, ellos comentaron que mañana, abril 14, el miércoles, van a limpiar el jardín a las 3 p.m. Y este grupo se reúne virtualmente ahorita por Zoom cada tercer miércoles de cada mes a las 6 p.m. So, si necesitan el link, el enlace, por favor comuníquese con nosotros. Y yo soy la persona que pueden comunicarse con. Mi teléfono es 617-639-6238. And let me say this in English as well. I'm the one, if they need information of the Zoom link, you can call me or email me and we'll provide the information. But my direct line is 617-639-6238. And they meet every third Wednesday at 6 p.m. And then en español, ellos tienen una página de Facebook que se llama Community Enhancement Team, CET, y lo que está en la tele aquí, Community Enhancement Team, y pueden buscarnos en Facebook. Y para la gente que se quiere reunir para la celebración del Día de la Tierra, vamos a celebrar limpiando abril 24, que cae un sábado. A las 10 a.m. vamos a estar en la 160 Marlborough Street limpiando el jardín y también pintando un proyecto que tenemos allí. So I was just sharing with the public, Joe, Terry and Alex, that we're going to be celebrating Earth Day April 24th, which is a Saturday at 10 a.m. If anybody wants to join, and we'll be cleaning at 160 Marlborough Street, and we're going to be working the sunflower garden, but also painting a project, the guardrail project there.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Anything else that you guys want to share about your group with the residents in Chelsea?
Just, no. I said it all.
That's it. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for being here tonight, sharing about your amazing group and all the amazing stuff that you guys have done. And I know there is so much more. So I'm going to close up. I'm going to translate in Spanish as well. Thank you guys for being here with us, with Terry and Alex, CET members, a lot longing serve residents, shorter CET members, but lived in Chelsea for a while. We welcome anyone to the CET. And again, they meet every third Wednesday via Zoom. And you could contact me for more information. So muchísimas gracias por estar aquí, a Terry y a Alex por hablar de su grupo CET, el Community Enhancement Team, y les agradezco a ustedes por ver nuestro programa esta noche, y apreciamos todo, y si quieren unirse a nosotros, el grupo se reúne cada tercer miércoles de cada mes por Zoom y se puede comunicar conmigo y les doy la información. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you guys again for being here, for sharing your stories and your group. Les agradezco a ellos por estar acá esta noche y por compartir sus historias maravillosas. Muchísimas gracias y tengan una buena noche. Thank you guys so much and have a great night.